First, we start mixing 2.5 parts of green, 1 part white, 1 part ultramarine and half a part black. Get your mix into an approximately 7 inches length and 2 inches wide sheet. Cut black, ultramarine and white rectangles 3 inches long and 1.5 inches wide. All clay is on the thickest setting on the pasta machine. Cut the rectangles diagonally and arrange them as shown to create a Skinner blend. First, pass the clay through the machine on the thickest setting. Then, fan fold it. Pass it again through the machine, then roll it. For a 150 watt machine, repeat this step one more time. Then proceed with making a regular Skinner blend gradient by folding the clay and passing it through the machine. You will need about 10 to 12 passes until it widens to the width of the machine. Cut it in length so that you have a 1.5 wide strip. Stack the sides on top of it. Use the roller on it and pass it through the machine in length on the thickest setting. Reduce the setting by 2 grades and pass again through the machine. Repeat until you reach the thinnest manageable setting on the machine. You will have a long 1.5 inch wide gradient strip. Roll it starting with a light colored end. Creating a cylindrical plug about 1 inch tall. Cut the plug in two. Next, you will need a round rod, a dowel, a pencil or a paintbrush handle. Create translucent rolls of the same diameter as your rod. Push with the rod. I am using here an old wooden sculpting tool to create a scalloped profile. On one end, the dent has to be very close to the end, on the other end about 1/4 inch from the end. Pinch the raised lines to create an edge. Start placing the translucent rolls in the dents, starting with the one on the close end. Bring over the edge of the next ridge. Continue the same until you've placed translucent in all the dents. Cut a few more rods in half and place them between the existing translucent rods, cut side up. Cover with a medium thickness sheet of translucent. Now, reduce gently the half circle until you make it 2 inches long. Cut it in half. Make a small sheet of black on the thinnest manageable setting. Make 2 cuts on one of the halves and place the black sheet about half distance to the end of the green. In this example, I got only 1 slit on the other half. You can make more slits, veins if you like. Put the halves together with another thin sheet of black between them. Reduce until you reach a 3-inch length. For the berries, you will need half a square of cadmium red, 1.5 squares of pomegranate red, and half a square of alizarin crimson put together as shown. You can add optional an elongated tier of black. Create a Skinner blend using the same technique as for the first Skinner blend. Before starting to roll, again from the lightest end, make a small sausage of black and another one of white clay. In order to show you better how to roll, I actually used double the amount of clay I recommended you. So for my 1/4 of an inch diameter black, make sure that yours is 1/8 of an inch. First, fold the clay end a couple times. Then place the black and start rolling. Once you roll to the point where the cadmium red starts darkening, flatten the white little sausage and place it on the existing roll. Keep rolling the clay normally until you get to where the pomegranate starts darkening. At that point, roll the clay on only 2/3 of the roll as shown. Consolidate your cylindrical plug, then reduce it. As you see, I am cutting my roll in two so I get the same amount that you should be getting with the quantities shown in the beginning. Reduce the cane to 6-inch length. Cut in half, then reduce each half to 4-inch length. Cut 1-inch long pieces. Now it's time to put the cane together. When putting the berries together, make sure the white spot is facing in the same direction. Of course, you can use any arrangement you want, not just the one I'm using here. Place small strings of translucent between the segments of berries to avoid them becoming hexagonal during reduction. Once your berries are in a bunch, it's time to place the leaves. Remember, there is still half of that green Skinner blend plug, so if you want more leaves, go ahead and make them. First, you will need to shape the leaves a bit. For a straight leaf, simply shape the cylinder into an ovoid. You can pinch the ends and deform the round into a half circle as shown to create the illusion of leaves seen more from the side. To place the leaves around the berries for better look, use a rounded corner square cutter to gently cut a small dent in the leaf cane corresponding to the respective berry or berries in the bunch. Now all we have left is to wrap everything in translucent. I have a 1-inch wide translucent strips on the thickest setting. Be careful and cut the end of the translucent strip in a diagonal if you need to insert it in a place that has a sharp angle. My advice is to overwrap. That way you can cut your cane in a square for the best setup of the hollyberry bunch. As a note, if you make this cane to be placed on a specific background like black or white, replace all the translucent in the cane with black or respectively white or whatever color you want except jungle green. It will look much better on the finished piece. Merry Christmas and Merry Claying!